And we're live, I think. Say something.
What up, bitches?
Alright. Yeah, we're good.
Do you have an opening spiel? Did we do that last time?
No, but there's no need to.
Yeah.
Hi, if you don't know this is a sports podcast, from Dom and Dario, or with Dom and Dario.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
sometimes, and sometimes Lewis. And Lewis can't be here today because he's
Doesn't
procrastinating on work, but, it's cool. This way it's sometimes, Lewis. Alright.
insert theme song.
Oh, dude, have you ever heard the Shaft theme song?
The
Yeah,
what?
I'll play it real quick. This is how I wanted the intro to be for a little bit until I start making the own intro, since I have FL Studio, which is the point of why I got FL Studio, so I could also make the intros. Let's see, where is it? I'll play it real quick for a second. Where are you at? Hopefully I don't get copy strike for this. Where are you at? Or you can just play it if you're looking for it.
What is it?
I got it. And we're live. Hi,
Oh my God.
welcome.
We're done here.
All right, let's get down to business. All right.
Brass tacks.
Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
I watched approximately 15 minutes of it and quote unquote highlights on Reddit.
Holy shit, dude! I was fucking skimming through the channels, and
Yeah.
it's on Disney XD.
It was on 3 channels. I think it was on ESPN, Disney XD, and there's another one.
Dude,
Maybe it was on ABC too.
maybe, I don't know. Dude.
Yeah. It was on. Yeah.
This is funny as fuck.
Which is why Pat Mahomes missed a 4th down, and he said he cursed. He's the word we shall not use, and they bleeped him like late into the word, and so he said it basically, and they bleeped him late, and he tried to cover his mouth when he realized. I think he realized he was on Disney too. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I can't believe Disney has.
It's ESPN.
I know, but
And it's in Orlando too, so it makes sense.
It's crazy that, and they're at the ESPN Worldwide of Sports, which is on the Disney grounds, basically, right?
Basically, it is. It's a resort.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that they're on Disney XD to begin with.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my gosh! Imagine if someone died during the Pro Bowl. All the little kids.
Yeah, right.
But
if
honestly,
you have Disney XD, you have ESPN, so I don't understand why we require both. You know.
But like, why even put it through a Disney XD? Like, I mean, I would understand if they did the little drills and like fun little activities that they did, because that's more entertaining. But like, let's be honest, the Pro Bowl isn't entertaining at all. Like,
I know you're saying that. I have the fix though. I have the fix.
Dude, I've had the fix for years.
What's the fix that you've had for years?
Dude, have them play flag.
Oh
It's
my
it.
God,
Dude, it's it.
they're all
Literally,
playing
look.
It's all right.
They'd be playing flag. There'd be actual pass rush, and they can actually try, like, they run routes and no contact. Basically, no contact. Think about it. We play flag, the same rules. No flag guarding. No, none of that. Have like actual flag officials, like the UCF flag officials, like their top crew.
Oh my God.
Go
Playing
there.
at UCF too, right?
Yeah, sure. And they could do that. And honestly, I feel like it would be able to display a good like talent of weapon and like quick throws, like fast deep bombs. It's just literally everything what's right with the game that they want to see at a flag football's point. Because let's be honest, the flag football league won't get the same amount of players that are in the NFL, and I feel like if Tyreek Hill was in the AFL, it would be just disgusting. He's a monster. He's so quick. He's just acceleration is insane. It wouldn't be fair.
Flag football, speed kills, right?
Yeah.
Which brings me to they're basically playing flag football now. That's what it is, right?
Yeah,
So
but
the flags are just a formality. Like they're just a
it,
formality. So don't worry about it.
no, but like when you see them pass rush, they're not even trying. They're just fucking like
No,
slapping hands, and
but
they're just like
no. I
walking.
I have the
Eh,
solution. I have the solution. Hear
all
me
right,
out
what's
here.
your
There's
solution?
there's two solutions. The first is if you want to make it more competitive, you need to monetize every single thing in the game. So like when a player does something, they get money for it if they do it well, right? So if you get a sack, you get like $10,000, right? If you get an interception, you get like $20,000, things like this, right? If you really want competition. Obviously, there are questions about how players may be upset when they don't get enough playing time because that's at the discretion of the head coaches. But I'm sure we can figure out a way to fix
And
that.
you could give everyone a cap, like
Give everybody
yeah.
a cap on the money or the amount of time they can
No,
play,
no time,
right? Yeah,
time.
yeah.
They should be
Both,
able to
both.
make
I
as much
mean,
money as they can.
yeah. So
That's a good incentive. But imagine if you had that incentive, and they would be playing flag
no,
football.
but
They just kill it. They
no, but
just
you
kill it.
want no. I'm thinking about it. You can't get rid of positions though, because you want the offensive players. You want offensive linemen to be able to make Pro Bowls, right?
Okay,
And
yeah,
if you turn to a flag football game, they won't make a Pro Bowl. It's impossible.
they
It become
can.
like there would
They no,
be
but you change it. You have a left tackle, a right tackle, a guard, and a center, and then you'd always have them rotate.
so you have five men
Yeah,
on the line.
you
What
have four linemen. You
then
have three rushers.
we're playing
You have
exactly what we're doing right now. Then why worry about it?
yeah.
Then why change it?
Why change it?
You-
Because it'd be
No,
more competitive.
no, I
It'd
have
be
some. I don't care about competitive anymore. I really don't because in the fourth quarter today, my eyes were open. I watched Mike Evans intercept a pass and then lateral it like 3 times, where it ended up in the arms of Saquon Barkley, who ran the interception back, and then I think he ended up lateraling to I don't even know Malcolm Jenkins maybe, and then he got tackled. But I got it, positionless football. So everybody votes on the players at their normal given position, and we have the same positions in the game. But once everybody gets voted into the Pro Bowl, you have them draw out of a hat or they draw sticks to where they can choose their position. I say draw it out of the hat. So you reach into a hat, you pull out a piece of paper, and it tells you what position you're playing for the game. Okay? Because I also watched Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, and Alvin Kamara all play D line, and it was amazing. I thought it was the funnest thing I've ever seen. Honestly, Mike Evans played corner. I was happy. Like Jalen Ramsey played wide receiver.
yeah, I saw that.
Amazing, amazing. I will have. I would pay money to watch a game of players playing out of position because they have to, and then having to like see. I mean, let's see how good they are at it. Some of them are going to be very good. Some are going to be kind of mad, but I pay to
Okay,
see a lineman
and I
play
agree,
quarterback.
but ultimately the problem's gonna be is that how physical can these players be in a like really in a meaningless
Why,
game?
why do they have to be physical? I don't care
Huh?
about them being physical
Because
anymore. I
that's
really
how
don't care.
the nature of the game.
What?
The nature of the game is about being physical, and
No,
that's how you win.
the nature of the game is competing for a Super Bowl. These guys are out. They're done. It doesn't like I don't see it needing to be physical. It's the I know what I'm getting into when I watch the Pro Bowl. And I'm here for the gimmicks. When I watch the All-Star game in basketball, it's not physical. It's not competitive. They score
Yeah,
170 points. Who fucking cares?
it's just shootout. They're
Yeah,
basically just
because,
shooting threes, and they're like
because
standing.
listen,
The
those
game's
people
also
are
awful.
what
The
those people
NBA
are.
All Star game
Hear me out.
is
Hear me
all
out.
as equally as bad.
Those
The
people are.
the best
those-
part about the NBA All Star game are the challenges in the contest before the All Star game. Once again, the gimmicks behind the All Star game are what actually shine in during the All Star week for any sport. Like no
No,
one cares about the MLB All Star game. They want to see the home run derby, and even then, it's kind of boring.
hear me out here.
Right.
These people, when they're not competing for a championship, right? When
Yeah.
they're playing a game that doesn't matter for anything, right? They become peers, right? They're not competitors. They're not competing with each other, right? Imagine
Right.
how bad you would feel if you like I don't even know in your rush to go do something at work ran into your coworker and knocked them out and gave them a concussion, or ended their career somehow, like prematurely. Like you would feel terrible about that.
Yeah, but accidents
There's no
happen.
need to.
Do you think?
No, no, no.
Uh,
But but in the game, like you know that there's a good chance that you hurt somebody when you tackle them. You know that it's a good chance. There's a fair chance that you hurt somebody, and I think if you can mitigate that playing a meaningless game, you would mitigate it because you don't want to hurt somebody that you know you can empathize with the position they're in. Where like if you get hurt on the field, that could be your last paycheck ever in the league, and that could blow for your family, for your friends, for everybody, for your team. You're not going to incentivize like competitive play. You're not, and I don't feel the need to. Like I don't know if you need to really.
okay, but it's true. We're watching the Pro Bowl and we know what we're getting into.
Yeah, right. That's another thing. I know exactly what I know. It's going to be terrible, and I'm kind of
Yeah.
here for the terror. I'm here. I'm here for it being terrible if it can
Yeah.
be fun, and it
Yeah,
was
we're all
fun.
embracing the suck for the fun.
Yeah, exactly. The last quarter was fun because it was sucky, and they looked like they were having fun, which to me is the most important thing. Saquon looked like he was 12 years old out there, which I thought was hilarious because he was having so much fun. I really enjoyed that. But
All right, I can dig that. I can definitely dig that.
that's,
All right, what'd you think about the trophy?
oh, who the fuck made that trophy? It's so cheap. How are you
Plastic.
able? How are? Yeah, why don't we make a bona fide trophy? I don't get it.
Because
You're
it's
the
a Pro Bowl.
NFL. You make billions of dollars a year. Make a real fuck. It costs like $100 to make a real trophy. Fuck. For $100, I can go get a better trophy made in Miami, right?
Probably.
Why can't you do that if you make billions of dollars a year? It's the fucking NFL. I don't get it.
Ugh. Yikes. Talk about yikes. All right, but hey, how do you feel about Jason Wynn? You think you're getting too much heat for just not being the best announcer?
He's not getting heat for not being the best announcer. He's getting heat because he really needs to see a goddamn doctor, dude. That guy, he makes no sense. He sounds like Donald Trump. It's really bad. It's like really fucked up. You know, he just, I can't even. What are your thoughts on him? I can't.
I feel like,
handle him.
honestly, I feel like Tony Romo is
I
played a
mean,
big role in why people don't like him.
Yeah.
Because Tony Romo
Sure.
was so damn good and
Yeah.
such quick. Like it took him maybe like 2 games to be good, like to be considered one of the best casters out there. So imagine someone who's not that good, maybe yet at the position. He's still learning, and he can't get the time to learn because someone in his peer group is just so much better than him at it, and it's just not even close. So I don't think it's fair how people judge him, but at the same time, I don't also think this is like the best place where Jason Witten can be. I think maybe he'd be a good analyst. Maybe he should go back to coaching, but I don't think like play-by-play and commentating is like where he will shine.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he's in. I don't know.
I just feel like he lacks some of the like common sense and rules like most casters know. Like there's a big one where they kick the ball. I think it was during the college championship game where they kick the opening kickoff off and then take a knee at the like 5. And he was like, "What are they doing? This is what? Why would you take a knee there?" And it's basically like a touchback.
Yeah.
So it's like sort of common sense things that that you should know. That I feel like he's not as prepared compared to Tony Romo. I feel like Tony Romo is like I feel like he's game planning for the game. Like he's pretending like he's the quarterback and he's like looking at film. He's seeing what the offense does, the defense does. He's becoming the quarterback of each team and just seeing how the offense plays. And that's why I feel he can guess what they're doing so much just because of all the film he watches. And I give credit to Chris Cosworth because years of hearing him talk, all he talks about is film and what he watches when he sees the film. And so I think it's a really good parallel to say that Tony Romo's over prepared and that Jason Witten is underprepared when it comes to the games that they're broadcasting.
I think part of it is I don't think Jason Witten. I mean, people talk about it all the time, but I don't. I've never seen it. He's not a cerebral player. He's a tight end. I don't know how much thinking goes into your game as a tight end outside of like knowing if you have to chip somebody, if you have a free release, or if the linebacker's covering you, or if it's a corner. Well, I
I
don't know what
mean,
else goes into where the safety is.
as a tight end, yeah, all you have to do is read the defense, find the
But
zone,
but
and
you're not.
catch the ball.
Yeah, you don't even have to read the defense. You have to read like two players on the field at a time, right?
Yeah,
Where a quarterback has to read 11 people,
the defense,
right?
the defense.
Yeah, I mean, two people, 11 people is different. I just,
So yeah, I agree. I think in a headspace they're in two different
yeah, and
categories, just based on football.
yeah, I think you're right. I think Tony Romo came in with the "I'm a quarterback. I should look at it like a quarterback" mentality, which is really refreshing because I don't think we really
No, never.
got that a whole lot. I don't know who's the other
I
quarterback
don't even
on
think
here. Troy
Aikman
Aikman doesn't do
attacks
that.
it like that.
Yeah,
Not
and
even
what,
close.
Phil Simms. So like,
No, no one,
yeah,
no one does what
exactly
Tony Romo
right?
does
He he breaks down the game like a quarterback would in a
during
quarterback
the
room,
game,
right?
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But I think Jason Witten came into ESPN thinking it was going to be a fun time, like old boys club. We're all football players. We love the game so much. Yada yada. Bunch of cliches.
Yeah,
Booger McFarland talking about shitting his pants on the sideline. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I think that he just expected it to be like a fun time with his buddies, but it's not for Tony Romo. It's work for him, right?
yeah,
You know, which is I like the way he approaches it. You know.
yeah. I love it. I'm waiting for the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
He definitely is gonna, bring the heat.
Did you see as a side note? There's a prop bet on how many plays he calls. I think there's an over under on it. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. I'll take
That's funny.
the under for sure.
Yeah, probably. I imagine they're overestimating. Also, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what will construe like correctly predicting plays. You know, like I don't know.
I mean, he's
it
been
like-
literally calling the plays. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
he kills the plays. Motions to the right. All right, now they're gonna run to the right. Oh, motions.
I mean, it's
exactly
true.
what happens.
It's true, yeah. I'm just curious how they interpret that as a betting house, whatever it is. But
I bet it's just like based on what he says, and if it sort of happens. Because
Yeah.
I know one they were saying, well, when the safety if the safety drops here, they're gonna go for Gronk on a quick route, and that's what they did. But I feel like the safety could have made a play on the ball, but I don't know why he didn't. But maybe it was a
Yeah.
really good thrown ball. Honestly I didn't see it, but from like a better angle. But I feel like he called that play, so I would count it as a play he called.
yeah.
All right, moving on to the Super Bowl. All right. Oh, what do you think about Tom Brady saying that he's gonna play for another year, for at least?
I want him to ride off into the sunset after beating the Rams, or the Rams beating him, one of the two. You know, I think if the Rams beat him, that would be like full circle and kind of be,
Yeah.
I think I said it before. Times a flat circle. I think it's funny, but if he wants to play, he still has it. He looked like he had it in the second half of the Kansas City game.
Yeah, I agree.
And if he's gonna play like that, if he's gonna play with that fire under him until somebody beats him for his job, I really don't. He can play as long as he wants. I think Robert Kraft would be okay with that, honestly.
I think the whole New England region is okay with that.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I said, my biggest fear in life is my son's 25-year-old, and his favorite player is Tom Brady, and just because he's just still playing.
Yeah. I mean, you never
it's
know.
possible.
Science has come a long way. Medicine is almost there.
I mean, Tom Brady's defying father time right now.
Tom Brady's making his own medicine, dude. The TB12 method. Are you kidding me? You're telling me there's not like biotics that are part of that? You know, bionics. I guess.
Dude, let's be honest. What if Tom Brady's not aging? What if he's been 36 for the last 6 years?
Was gonna be terrifying, dude. I could see it. He has the money, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Dude,
Magic Johnson,
it's actually funded by his wife, not even Tom Brady.
I mean, yeah. So my point is always Magic Johnson found the cure to AIDS with money. I'm sure there's the cure to life somewhere out there if you have enough money. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Oof, that money. All right, all right, all right. So speaking of the Super Bowl, Commissioner Goodell is probably gonna be there. Do you think he's
Fuck that guy.
gonna be asked any questions about
Oh, for
the
sure.
the no call
Yeah,
and
for
his
sure.
non-respondence of
And he'll
everyone,
say,
literally?
I do not personally comment on uh,
But he has
officiating
in the
calls
past.
made in the game. Okay,
But
well,
it's
you
not
know,
just the officiating. It's everyone reaching out to Goodell for a comment,
and
any
him not
comments,
responding. Yeah,
and him just not responding, and not just that, the NFL not responding.
I uh, I think they're hoping. I think their mentality is they just hope it goes away. You know, like
But
when,
even with the kneeling thing, I feel like they took the same approach
yeah, I
until
mean
they
that
got like a lot of shit, and then they like took 2 steps back, try to amend it, and then ended up taking like 10 steps back.
that's their thing, man. They try to avoid a problem and see if it goes away.
The
They would prefer to buy their way out of the situation, preferably, which makes a lot of
hashtag not my commissioner.
yeah, which makes a lot of sense because what does that guy make? $27 million a year,
He
and he
makes a lot. I'm
gets
pretty
a
sure he got
private
his
jet.
new deal was 100 million,
Yeah, and he gets a
something like
private
that.
jet for life and private health insurance for life. So
Yeah,
for him and his family,
it's
get
so
the fuck out of
stupid.
here. Like,
It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Ugh.
yeah,
All right,
well,
all right, all right, all right. All right.
definitely gonna be asked questions.
All right. Upcoming draft. Your thoughts on Kyler Murray and this whole is he an NFL prospect or not?
Somebody's gonna. I don't even want to say regret. Somebody's going to take a chance on him in the top 10 for sure. Maybe even top 5. Maybe even number 1 because they're dumb. I mean,
Cardinals.
Cardinals with Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't know what the rookie wage scale is like now, but I'm pretty sure there's like a heavy drop off between.
Yeah,
Um,
there is.
and then I think the first top 10 picks do get a 5th year option, right? With
Yeah.
more money.
Hmm.
So there's
But
that
it's a
to
team option,
consider. It's team option, yeah. But
which should be a player option. Let's be honest.
I mean, it should be, yeah. If anything, if you're going to be between 10 and 11 and you know you're going to be good, you might as well be 11. That way you get that extra year of leverage and negotiating, right? And
Hmm.
get out from under them
Yeah.
as early as possible. But
Especially if you're a running back.
yeah,
I think once again NFLPA dropping the ball here, big time. Just because we're just talking about contracts right now, dude. I don't like franchise tagging. Personally, I don't like franchise tagging. I feel like it takes money away from players, and it's just like a greed mechanism to keep your players that deserves to get paid secure contract, and it just stops them from getting that. And I don't like restricted free agents. I think it's stupid.
I uh, I don't like that it can be used for more than 1 year, which I think is abusing it. I
Yeah.
I think that if you are going to use it for more than 1 year, I think the hike in the contract should be way higher. It should be like exponential. It should be double a contract if you're going to play stupid games like that, or get rid of it altogether for a second year. Um, and even in the first year, I don't like. They should get paid the highest number at the position because usually what it is a team wanting to keep a good player for less money than they're asking for because
Yep.
they want to push the wage scale up for their position, i.e., running backs, right? A lot of times they're what defensive
Mm-hmm.
ends, D tackles. So they want to make more money for their position instead of all the money going to quarterbacks. So
Yep.
they try to hold out, and then the franchise tag. It should be you have like a say a 5% raise on the max on the highest paid player at that position, and then you have that stop immediately. Nobody would ever use it. Extremes where they want to honor the player with the money, but they just don't know if they want to do it long term. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think that shit. I was gonna say something really smart.
Killing me.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. Keep talking. Let me think.
Killing me. Yeah, it should be more punitive for teams. But overall, the NFLPA sucks. They blow really hard. Out of what's his name? Starts with a D. The
I think
NFLPA
it's Dennis
president.
Smith.
Is it Dennis Smith still?
So, yeah, I feel like it's Dennis Smith. But anyway, I'll get back to your point. But like I was saying, I feel like the franchise tag is gonna stay though because it makes keeping a really good NFL player cheaper, like you said, but just not for one team, for every team. So as an owner, I'm not spending a ridiculous amount of money every like 3 years. Maybe now I'm spending it a ridiculous amount of money every like 5 years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as the
Yeah.
owner, I save money with the franchise tag, and since the owners make the rules, I don't think the franchise tag is gonna go anywhere. Which is why they need a better NFLPA.
Yeah. I just think the NFLPA is terrible. Like
Yeah,
they're bad at their job. It's the president right now is Eric Winston, who plays for the Bengals, but the executive director, who you see all the time on TV, Demery Smith.
Jimmy Smith. Okay, but anyway,
So we know for
I'm looking forward to this lockout. I want all those players to get paid. Honestly.
yeah.
All right. And any prospect that's got you going this year that isn't a Bosa?
No, nobody really sticks out to me. I'm curious. I feel like the Broncos are going to take a quarterback, and I feel like they're going to take Drew Lock, and that's going to be another mistake that they make.
I agree.
And that's going to be hilarious because it just shows you that John Elway's pretty bad at his job for the most part, and he's gotten really lucky. I.e., Peyton Manning coming into his arms. And Von Miller, I guess, is the other one that he built that defense. I'll give him somehow he built that defense.
Honestly, that defense should get better.
Yeah,
because Chubbs. But
um,
I agree. I remember everyone being really hyped on Jimmy Clausen, and I forgot this other guy's name. He was drafted by the Tennessee Titans first round, I think like 12th pick, something
Yeah.
Lock. Anyway,
yeah.
both of them busts, and
Yeah.
they were saying Jimmy Clausen's gonna be a first overall pick, and
Yeah.
that didn't happen. So, yikes.
What's
Yeah,
like Kyler Murray,
honestly,
though?
I feel like
So-
there's a lot of baits this year. I hope no one
yeah.
takes it.
Oh, people always take it, dude.
Yeah.
But then there are always people.
Let me rephrase that. I hope the Dolphins don't take it.
Dolphins are trash anyway. No one player is going to make them better. Missing on one player in the first round even is probably who they take like 4 years ago, from Oregon.
From Oregon?
Yeah, I think he's from Oregon, right? The D lineman.
Oh,
Deion Jones.
Deion Jordan.
Deion Jordan. Yeah. How's that going?
Dude, hey, the guy was like drug abuser. It's
I
not
mean,
even his fault.
That's
It's not even his fault. He likes smoke
yeah.
weed. He likes smoke weed. What's wrong with that? Tell me what's wrong with that. It's legal in Cali, but it's not legal for the NFL. You know?
I mean, you're in Florida, dude. Get over it. Also, you're playing for the NFL, so if you want it to be legal, talk to the NFLPA.
Well,
You know how many players?
There is no NFLPA.
It's basically Goodell like saying whatever he wants. But do you think that the NFL would get rid of completely the ban on marijuana? Do you think
If
the
it was
players would be
legal?
willing? No. Do you think the players would be willing to give up? I don't even know what you'd give up for that. Is there even profit sharing in the NFL? A little
Wait,
bit.
let's just be honest. I feel like if they made marijuana use legal, they won't because it's still illegal in most states. But
Yeah.
if say it passes in the United States as a medical, like you can use medical marijuana in every state.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll be able to say that the players are using for a medical use, and they'll allow the pass of marijuana and like as from a P from basically a PD.
PED.
Yeah.
You're looking for
PD.
PED.
Yeah, there you go. told me
But
before.
don't even get me started on the term PED because it's not
Yeah,
performance enhancing ever. Never has
yeah.
anybody ever been like, I'm
Hey,
better. Some people
hey,
are. Some
I
people
don't
because
feel
they have
pain though.
anxiety, but I mean, you don't feel
But,
pain when you're
but
hopped up on opiates either. Like,
yeah, but the
ask Aaron
opiates are
Rodgers.
like super addictive. You could take CBDs and it's no psychoactive. It's just
No,
the pain relief.
I know. But I mean, don't even get me started on opiates. That's a whole nother conversation for a different
Yeah,
podcast about
yeah. we
opiate abuse in the United States.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like the NFL right now it can't break the law. Even and if
No,
it
no, but
allowed
I'm
if it
not
if
saying
allowed the states no wait if allowed the states that it's legal in, it would show a preference to those teams in those states, and more
that
players would rather
that
go to
no,
those
no, no.
teams.
You're missing the point here. It's not a law thing. It's the NFL. Their policy is not a law thing. It has nothing to do with the law. It is everything. They could make cocaine allowed under the CBA, right? And it's still illegal to have cocaine. But the
But they're
police,
reporting this stuff. They,
what?
they're reporting that like this stuff is being reported. If someone knows that you're taking illegal drugs, they have to report you to the authorities.
Do
That's
they?
why, yeah. I'm
But
pretty sure that
okay,
it's a legal thing.
no, but it's the same thing. I don't have to drug test you for marijuana, do I?
I mean,
Where?
it's part of
Okay, no,
the
no,
drug
no.
test.
Listen to me. Lewis worked at what? Where did he work? Domino's or no?
Yeah,
Pizza Hut, right?
sure. Either
And he was.
both.
You're telling me that those bosses didn't know their delivery drivers smoked up on the regular while they were working? It's your choice whether or not you test for it. So I'm saying they just remove the language from the CBA. You don't test for marijuana. Everybody's hunky dory. It doesn't matter, right?
Okay, that's true.
It doesn't matter if it's illegal. That's what I'm trying to get at. They can choose not to test for it,
But the
right?
thing is, they've already been testing for it for a long time.
So
So for
no,
them to change
you
would
don't have to. You don't have to justify anything to the government, dude. I'm telling you, that's like legally false.
okay, I agree. I agree now. I see your point.
Yeah,
I agree. I get what you're saying.
yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like that's like a it's a power move, like a weak move. This that would be like, and I feel like
How?
the NFL doesn't like to take L's, especially if
No,
they can control it.
no. I'm saying it. It is a power thing for them, but I'm saying to get that out of the CBA, you would have to give something up as a player, and I don't know what you would give up.
But you shouldn't have to. This is
No,
the
you
point I was
shouldn't.
trying to say originally. We've gone back full circle, and I'm glad, because marijuana would help the players and would reduce a
No,
lot of the medical costs that come
no,
in
no,
the
no.
future.
What would help the players and what would help the league are two separate things, right?
Well, it does.
Listen,
It helps the league too, because they wouldn't have to spend even more money
no,
after the players retires.
the
Because
people.
that's the big problem
Listen,
is the money that NFL has to keep paying them, the players, after they retire.
hear me out here. Hear me out here. And this is about to get some deep state level shit, right? The people who own NFL teams are the same people who hang out with billionaires who own companies that are in the pharmaceutical business, right? I'm
Okay.
telling you, the NBA is okay with opioids because those owners know people who have stake in the opioid companies. Like that's it. Like I'm not like I'm calling it right now. If this ever ends up as a soundbite somewhere, I'm not
Oh,
fucking crazy.
dude,
Like this is
that's
what that
conspiracy stuff. Right?
no, it is conspiracy, but that's what's happening, right? It's the same. It happens in our government. It's happening
No,
today.
I agree. I'm
There's-
pretty sure there's some lobbying.
no,
There's
there
obviously.
not pretty sure there is, and it's the opioid crisis created by America, right? And we're fine. You know what is in OxyContin? Do you know what's in OxyContin? It's synthesized heroin, dude.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. It's
it's morphine.
it's an
Boys.
opiate. It's an opioid. They're the same. It's the same thing as heroin. I can shoot heroin into my veins, or I can pop a few oxys, and I feel the exact same. In fact, it's even stronger. It's better. It's better than heroin. Right?
The fun thing is one is legal and one isn't.
That's what I'm saying. And why is one legal? Because the public perception has been couched around it being okay because it's a prescription, it's written by doctors. The government's okay with it. Why is the government okay with it? Because
'Cause-
they are paid a fuck ton of money
Okay,
to be
yeah.
okay.
Okay, oh, just this is completely not a sports topic anymore, but
It is
I was
not.
having this
But
really good discussion about this earlier. Do you think that senators, House representatives, and all the non-presidential, like lifelong, like senators and
politicians,
stuff,
yeah.
they should be termed too, like 2 terms? Because I feel like after a while, their drive and just their politics in general gets corrupted, and we don't make any progress after that.
I think they should be termed, and I think the senators their term shouldn't be 6 years; it should be 4 years. They should come in and out with like midterm elections and with president, right? And
Yeah,
you should fear for your job more. I don't understand like people just don't fear for their job, right?
yeah.
As a senator, you have no worry, and part of it is like gerrymandering. There's a whole bunch going on there, but that's
Yeah,
a whole
and they also should be able to run at maximum twice again, just like the president.
yeah.
We shouldn't have the same mentality over and over again if it's obviously not working.
Yeah,
And it's misrepresentative of what the actual people want.
yeah, no, it
Because
is.
at some point, it's all just lies.
Yeah,
They're just saying that for the campaign. And honestly, I feel like Trump is really pushing this wall because he was really pushing in the campaign, and campaign season's about to start, and he still hasn't built the wall. So that's why he's been so like really an asshole about it, because he's not getting his wall, and campaign's about to start, and he still has nothing to show for it.
you want some real conspiracy deep state shit?
Yeah, he's throwing
I'm
it
about
to me,
to
baby.
I'm about to drop I'm about to drop it on you. So they're gonna make what are they gonna make the wall out of supposedly? Steel, right?
Yeah,
Steel. It's
something
gonna be
that.
like steel spikes or some weird shit, right? There's a company in Canada that recently got a contract for the Keystone XL pipeline, right? And
Yeah.
the Canadian Steel Company is a subsidiary of a company that is owned by Russian oligarchs in Russia, right? And so people, deep state conspiracy, man wants his wall made out of steel from this company that just got a huge contract for the Keystone XL pipeline. This contract, by the way, which is way larger than anything they've ever handled, and way larger than what their steel output is in a given year, mind you, right? And the company is run by Russians. So, if you just want to like bandy about some like crazy conspiracy shit, hit me up, dog. I have my own podcast.
Dude,
I don't know
send
what
me
it's
the
called.
link. Send me a link
Yeah,
to
right.
that article or something, please. I want to read that. That
It's
sounds
called
awesome.
Aliens and Anal Sex. It's amazing. I'll send you the link to like the people who put it together. It's crazy. It's madness.
Yeah, please,
But
please.
deep
I
state,
wanna,
dude.
I
Don't
wanna,
even,
I
yeah.
wanna read about that. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Woof.
how we get here?
Wow.
Kyler Murray.
We've-
You didn't give me
yes.
your
Oh,
you didn't give
yes, Kyler Murray,
thoughts.
best quarterback in the draft next to Haskins.
Okay.
If he was 6 foot, we wouldn't be having this discussion at all. Let's just be honest.
Fair enough. If he were 6'1", he would be like a god,
Yeah,
and everybody would want him.
yeah,
Continue.
basically.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if he's 5'7", I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird because I'm taller than that, and I'm not the tallest guy, but I'm not 5'7". So,
Yeah. It
yikes!
is.
But I feel like he's a great quarterback, and if they do run like a Drew Brees type system where they do have the guards in the center really push and have the pocket be really dictated by the tackles
Yeah.
instead of like the guards, and the guards just get really like a lot of push, then they can actually make a solid pocket without him having to go far. And they won't run a lot of like plays from under center unless it's a run or bootleg. And
I'm just gonna be straight with you. I don't know why running passes other than play action out of under center is still a thing. I don't get it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's way easier for every player to be in shotgun and immediately be. I don't understand. That's a side note. That's discussion for another time.
Anyway, I feel like they're gonna run a lot of pistol. Whoever takes him, I
Yeah,
would run the
probably.
pistol. I would really run the pistol. I feel like it would be really dynamic, especially with his assets, and I think it would also help him see better and not be such an obvious like run or pass like play based on the formation.
You know what the problem is with everything you're saying right now, though?
Yeah.
You're assuming that he will play in the NFL. I
Oh,
don't
he
know.
will. I
Do you think he
without
will?
doubt. Yeah, I think he's playing. This is like more of a gut feeling at this point. I feel like
Yeah.
he honestly just said yes to the money because you know it was like a backup plan. But I
Yeah,
feel like he loves playing football, and that's why he was really pushing to play that 1 year because he wanted to see improved himself that
if
he could
he,
do it, and
yeah,
he did, and he knows that he can make like Sam Darnold guaranteed money in his first year contract, and I don't blame him because he's gonna make a lot more money, and he can always go back to baseball. He can go the Tim Tebow route and actually,
oh,
probably play
please,
better than Tim Tebow because
yes,
Tim Tebow
please,
because he is a better player, both as a quarterback and a baseball player.
yeah,
And Tim Tebow wasn't even drafted at the MLB draft, so
true, yeah,
and he's still doing it big in the second
Double A,
division.
yeah.
Yep. All right, let's see. Let me check the. Let's see if we covered everything. Oh, basketball. You watched the game?
The Warriors are unbeatable. Last night,
Yeah.
Boston, and I watched some of it. I watched the end.
Yeah, me too. I
I Boogie is shooting the deep ball really well, and that's terrifying. And that's basically, yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
game.
weird. The sets I saw them run for Boogie was more isolation plays, which is
Yeah.
really weird for me because I
I mean, it's
normally
the
don't see the
Warriors.
Warriors run a lot
Yeah,
of
at all.
isolation that doesn't involve like Durant, just Durant.
Yeah,
Durant's the only one I really see run isolation. If it's Steph or Clay, they're just really just running and gunning
yeah,
or screen and shooting, you know.
yeah.
So it was a really weird thing to see, but it kind of worked. Not really.
I think they're just trying to get him back in the game. Like I don't
I
think it has anything to do with what they plan to use him as. They just want him to get shots, get in rhythm, feel
But the
confident.
Pelicans, the thing is, the Pelicans did a similar thing to that. They would run Boogie at the point,
Yeah.
and he would be an ISO sometimes, and he would just take it, So
I
it's
mean,
not it's not like abnormal in
it's
like a
not
Boogie
unheard of. Yeah,
offense.
yeah. But I think like the Warriors are going to regress back to when it came to crunch time, he was off the floor, right? I don't know. Did he foul
Basically,
out?
basically
He didn't.
when
He had
when it
five
was
fouls, I
crunch
think.
time,
So.
like you said, they just reverted back to like last year.
No. Yeah, they went back to what it was. It was Clay, Draymond, KD, Steph, and Iguodala, and that was the.
Especially when they had that fast break. Yo, dude, when they had that fast break, I like went into Clay Thompson's head, and I'm
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh my
dude,
God.
he was running left. He sees everyone getting picked up. He just swerves to the right and just stops. Catches the ball, shoots a three. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy's a genius. Oh my
No.
god, no wonder he scores because he's just wide open all the time. He's literally just a
Yeah.
practice in the gym, just shooting shots. It's crazy.
It's it's silly. I love Clay. If there are any player, I think if anybody could pick like a player to be like Clay is way up there for people. Just like
I agree, and I also
shows.
think he could make a lot of money next year when
Oh,
he's
he
a free
could
agent.
for sure.
But will he though? Because I feel like if Kevin Durant leaves and the Warriors pay him, I honestly don't think they'll digress or regress. I'm sorry, because Klay Thompson has gotten a lot better since LeBron James beat them in the finals, and I feel like he's way better, and I feel like he can carry the offensive load that Durant was carrying. And Clay will obviously get more shots. And if anything, maybe they'll bring back Boogie for another year, and we'll see how that goes. But
I wouldn't. I'd be careful. I think uh, Clay works really well in the Warriors system, and he works really well off ball. Early in the season, he played very poorly though when he was trying to be ball dominant. Weirdly enough, I don't know why, and trying to handle the ball more. And I think people were hypothesizing, and I agree with them that he was ball dominant and acting that way because he wanted to show people that he could be the number one option and play like a number one option. But that's not his game, and I don't think KD could be a number one option anyway. And KD
yeah,
creates that shot just because he's a freak. He's 7 foot tall, and he plays like he's 6'10". Even he has handles like he's 6'3", which is silly. But I don't know. without Durant, you can't say they don't regress. Like there's no way. I think that's unfair to KD.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. It is unfair to
fuck
KD,
KD.
but I feel like as a scoring team, the points they score, I feel like that won't regress because I feel like
Oh, maybe,
they
yeah,
will be able to, you know, compensate for Durant's
yeah.
points. Obviously, they get
I
worse as a team, but
yeah.
offensively, I think they don't regress.
I think they come back like maybe I don't know 5 points a game. I think they can make it up. Obviously, the one irreplaceable player is Steph, and he's not going anywhere. He's a warrior
Yeah.
for life. So, um, interesting
Also,
stat
also
based on
Draymond, you know, is he going
yeah.
or
I
no?
mean, uh,
Maybe.
uh, maybe I don't know. Draymond, he's a hustle player. He's like Dennis Rodman, except Dennis Rodman like 8 rebounds. So that's actually unfair to Dennis Rodman to say he's like Draymond. But he's a hustle player. I don't think his shot has disappeared. It's just
Yeah, it's
gone.
weird, right? Like
Yeah,
2 years ago, he was draining that three from the corner.
yeah.
Now
And
it's almost not even there.
he was shooting jumpers yesterday in crunch time. Like, why are you giving the ball to him to shoot? He ISO'd one play. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And he like stepped back, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
was like, no,
I was
don't
surprised.
do
I
it.
thought that was Durant.
And I was yelling at the TV. I was like, do not shoot the ball. And then he shot. I'm like, are you kidding me? But side note, Steve Kerr won his
700th, yeah, fastest
700th game. Yeah, right. In
Dude, time flies. Jesus.
700 games. Is that right? No, 300 games.
Oh,
It's 300 games. Yeah.
whoops.
My bad. I was like, that number is not right. It's 300 games. Edit that
I know
out.
it was a 2-0 number.
Yeah. 300 games, fastest ever in any sport in terms of number of games played, or coached. But interestingly enough, I think his record is something like 27 and 29 when Steph isn't playing. And I think that's crazy because he has KD on his team. I don't know what that means. It doesn't just show how important Steph is,
To the offense.
or is Steve Kerr and did Steve Kerr like build the whole system around him, like the whole thing, the whole shebang, or
Well, the whole shebang was built by
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson. That's the man you got to thank. Steve Kerr really just.
But Mark
you know,
Jackson was running ISO all, and Steve Kerr was all about it.
Shooting threes. I know. I think Steve Kerr really brought out the best out of all the players there.
Yeah.
But that was Mark Jackson's team.
Fair enough.
All right. Hey, but Jesus, dude. You know who would have been Dirty Warrior? Fucking Luca. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Don't even begin. He would have been dirty on Atlanta too, but sadly somebody traded that pick. Oh yeah, Atlanta traded that.
Fucking idiots. Oh my God.
Hey, I know we shit on him a lot because he hasn't been shooting well from three at all, but Trey has had pretty alright season.
Yeah, but you can't dude, you can't even
not-
compare the two players. They're even close.
No, it's not fair though. Trey played Oklahoma in the Big 12 college basketball. Luka, we forget, was a literal fucking professional basketball player. In the
Since
second
14.
best league in the world. Yeah.
Since 14.
And he won.
And why don't you take that player?
And he won an
it's on them.
MVP in that league. Like,
It's on them.
I mean,
it's
it is on
them.
them. It is. It's unfair to compare the two, though.
Yeah. Then why would they accept the trade?
Yeah. It's unfair to be Atlanta. Like, it's fair to be Atlanta. You fucked that up. It's unfair to be Trey.
Yeah, obviously. I'm not mad at Trey. No one's mad at Trey. Trey's doing his best.
Oh my God. I'd be on his team. You know, with a hairline like that, it always feels good.
Oh God. Alrighty. All right. Got any more takes, or are we done here?
One last unrelated to basketball or football, tennis related. I don't know if you knew.
Oh,
no.
the dude.
The dude Nadal and Djokovic.
Nadal died, right?
Yep, he got destroyed yesterday, and I woke up today and I was very sad. I was a sad human.
Yeah,
because
dude.
He had not
with
dropped
Djokovic,
a
right?
set. Yeah, he had not dropped a set the entire tournament, and I was like, he's gonna win one. And then Djokovic annihilated him, and that's terrifying that if Djokovic is gonna play like that. Djokovic has now won.
But he's never lost. That's like his tournament, right?
What? Oh yeah,
Like,
he's now. I don't think he's lost to Nadal there before, but he's never lost to him in a final. The Australian Open is his tournament. He now has 7,
Yeah, the
which
most,
means
right, ever.
the most ever. Which he
Crazy,
might be.
because
He
Federer
might
is the
be.
thing.
Yeah, he might be able to get to 10 by the time he retires, which is crazy because Nadal just got to. I think he won his 11th at the French Open this past year, and that was a big deal. And Djokovic might do that at the Australian. I think um, Federer has 7 at Wimbledon, but Djokovic is back. That's terrifying if anybody cares about tennis. Other than that,
Hey,
that's all I
my
got.
tennis game's coming real strong, dude. Me and Lewis
Uh,
are really going at it right now.
I haven't played in like 2 months, and I will fucking destroy you. Don't
Dude, my
worry about
serve
it.
is sick.
Oh, I bet. I
It's
bet it's like
killer.
30 miles an hour.
Dude, I slam
Impressive.
that thing.
Oh my god.
Fucking throw it up and just blah,
You know
right in the
you should,
net.
you know who you should talk to about slamming?
Who?
Your mom. Hey, got him, boys.
Dude,
That's it. Wrap it up.
that's
It's
my
over.
mom. All right,
She's a very
well,
nice lady.
all right, time for ads.
Ads,
This is
yeah.
where we make the money.
Is it though? I still haven't seen any of that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I pay you, dude. Come on, relax.
Government, if you're listening, I'm going unpaid labor here. I'm pretty sure it's a violation of something.
All right, special what you call it, sponsors. Yes, we have sponsors here. We have
Oh
two
my
sponsors today. Our usual sponsor, an honest AC company, for your AC needs, free service, free estimates. Please call 239-440-8775. If you're trolling, please don't troll them. It's a private number, please.
You're such a fuck. Put his number out on the internet. My god.
Second, I might bleep that out. We'll
Yeah.
see. Probably not. And the second sponsor is Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Come to Bruce's store, Colonial Boulevard, and
Bro, they're
hand
gonna
out some free samples. Not free samples. Free coupons. There you go.
hit you with
So-
copyright infringement because you just call.
Hey, I got permission.
Chick-fil-A on
I
it.
got permission.
You got, from who? From who?
The owner of that Chick-fil-A.
No, you didn't. No way.
I know him.
No
I have
way.
his number.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
god, I'm dead. Put that number on there, dude.
Fuck you. I'll be alright. All right.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for stopping by, giving a listen, and we'll see you next week for Super Bowl preview. All right. Peace.